rentrer en plein sur cette... Je n'aime pas mes...
We are so back indeed, boys. Now, yeah, hopefully this time with my full focus will prevent certain pitfalls from being committed. I'm not gonna bother doing the easy Lin mode. I mean, listen. The only reason I lost was because it was so easy to lose focus. I mean, there was no challenge for a tactician like myself. We're gonna be going to Hector hard mode, which is like the difficulty version of this game, which, I mean, to the untrained eye might look like a little bit of a mistake to go here after failing in what was essentially the tutorial part of the game, but... well, I have no rebuttal for that, actually. Oh, oh no. I'm not Mark F. Only Mark F was my previous playthrough, but we're not gonna think about that too much, alright, folks? Yeah, 100% we're risk maxing again. A month has passed since word came of Marcus Furay's disappearance. Rumors and speculation run rampant through Lycia. The head of House Ostia, Lord Uther, takes no apparent interest. The Marcus's younger brother is considered odd by the populace. He and Marcus Furay's son, Elibe, are fast friends. Hey, it's Roy! A hot-blooded youth, he cannot ignore his friend's plight. Marcus Ostia's younger brother, Hector, he would one day be a courageous general, a steel warrior to be feared. The path he chooses will test him to the limits of his strength. Brother. Brother. Where is he? He's here, isn't he? Lord Hector, calm yourself. No words, Oswin. Just move. That's enough, Hector. What's the meaning of this? You know full well. The disappearance of Marcus Furay? We've discussed this time and time again. This matter is none of Ostia's affair. We have no reason to involve ourselves. It would be folly to do so. Elwood's father is missing, for goodness sake. Know that Marcus Laus is connected in some way. I say we use Ostia's might to end this mystery and find the truth. Calm yourself, you fool. An invasion would be madness. Lycia can ill afford the chaos such an action would bring. Surely even you must understand that. Bah. Understand all too well, brother. Stay there on your throne. Gives 2 defense and 20 avoid, by the way. Sit there until it rots beneath you. I'll do this all alone. Lord Hector, you should watch your tone. Peace, Oswin. Let him go. There's no reasoning with him when he gets like this. Matthew! Matthew! Blasted, where could he be? Teleports behind you. I'm right here. You're not a wraith. Stop skulking in the shadows like one. A wraith? And here I thought I was a spy. Be that as it may, as my lord ordered, here are your travel rations and your beloved act. And I've purchased the silence of some royal guardsmen. You're free to slip out to the rear entrance and vanish. Well done, Matthew. Try not to let my brother discover my absence too quickly. What? I thought I was going with you. You're a bigger fool than I'd imagined. Did you think I would trust my brother's spy? Who knows when you turned me in for some favor. Where I go alone. Yeah, Hector's quite the Giga Chad. He, very different to other lords, aside from the fact that he has blue hair. Every guard in this palace must have heard that. Enough! Do not try and follow me. Did not imagine you'd find me so untrustworthy. Professional hazard, it seems. Watch yourself, young master. Huh? Give up too easily. I don't trust him. Die a scum. Got to get out of here and rendezvous with Elibe. These bags. What did Matthew put in these things? Ridiculous even if he was backing for two. Huh? Come out. I know you're there. Too dumb to speak. Makes no difference to me. Move out of my way. I'll run you through. That's very accurate to Hector gameplay. He does just go where he pleases. Traditionally, Fire Emblem lords are often like these more speedy swordsman rapier types. So they're also like wet paper when it comes to dealing with enemy hits. Hector does none of that. He's the only lord to come packing with an axe and resistances. At least decent bulk. I was sure you were one of them. Well, I'm not. I'm one of me. I would prefer to remain in one piece. Your fault for jumping out of nowhere. Now tell me, what are you doing here? I sensed that something was wrong and... your aid. My aid. Accept that answer for the time being. So what should we do? I don't know if it's still the case, but I believe Hector is my Steam profile picture with him saying I'll suck. About the fellows between us and the way out. I'd say there's 7 or 8 of them. Make matters worse, they seem highly competent. I know you're quite confident in your martial abilities, but I'm not the strongest sword arm around. Well, you have something to say, Matthew, then say it. We could abandon the rear entrance. I'm sure the Royal Guardsmen would be happy to aid us in. Never! What I thought you'd say. All that's left to avoid getting killed, right? You can go back if you want. Your own words, my lord. Never. I'm with you wherever that may lead. Right. Let's give them a good thrashing and get out of here. Oh, hell yeah. Can give a quick rundown of, I'm happy to see it's still my profile picture and I've maintained my wisdom and not changing it. But I can give a quick rundown about how this game works. So, Fire Emblem is like a slight mix between chess and a role-playing game. So every character has its own stats, class, growth rate, weapons, you name it. And they all provide their own values, some a lot more than others. And there's also, yeah, their weapons. It plays a bit like rock, paper, scissors. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, and lances beat swords. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, lances beat swords. I was trying to remember the magic weapon triangle, which I believe is anima beats light magic beats dark magic, and dark magic beats anima. And then there's also bows, which just don't interact with the weapon triangle at all. So the blue tiles are where I can move, and the red tiles are my threat range. I can also view these for the enemies. The first boss in this game, his name is Wire, or in Hector hard mode at least. Some people like it. I'm generally not a fan. I find he insists upon himself a bit too much. Wire is a knight, so these come packing with like really high defenses. So it's kind of there just to make Hector look cool. Hector has a unique weapon called the Wolf Bale, which is an axe that is super effective against... It says effective against infantry. This game does have apparently pretty poor translation at some places. It was the first game of Fire Emblem that we got here in the West. But yeah, it's effective against both heavy armor and cavalry, not infantry, because that would cover, well, just about everything. I think that's about it that I need to go over for the basics. So at this chapter here, we're presented with a few options as to where we can move. So you can either use Matthew, who's the only thief that you get for the majority of the game. They have the ability to lockpick doors and chests right here. The game is telling you, hey, do you want to risk losing your thief for a chest? Yes, I am 100% risking the thief for the chest. Now the thing is that there's another thief here who is also going to be gunning it for the chest. I have to be rather quick dispatching him. I think I'm gonna go south. Have Hector fight this Black Fang soldier. This is the battle forecast. It gives us the information of how combat will go through. Might is the amount of damage you're dealing. Hit is your probability, and then crit is the chance of you dealing major damage and seeing a really cool animation play out. I'm a big fan of Hector's animation in these games as well. Just an absolute aura merchant. Very proficient with the boomerang axe. Now, since bows are confined to only being at 2 range, makes the hand axe a really good weapon to take them down. Okay, so Steve hasn't started moving yet. I'm just looking at the enemy ranges here. I can move in safely. Oh, I can't kill this guy, I'm not sure. How does Matthew do against the archer? Let's see how Matthew... Now we can have Hector going and hopefully finish this guy off. Thank God. Yeah, that's a fucking wicked animation. I love Hector. Definitely amongst my favorite Fire Emblem lords, both for gameplay, general aura. I mean, like, he's very unlike other lords in the series, that he's a barbarian that happens to be born into, like, nobility. I'm happy with these stat gains. Getting extra defense is really nice because, I mean... Well, I'm... Okay, nice. So enemies have just not missed a single attack, which was like... I get it, not the best strategy to bank on the enemies missing, but, well... I was banking on them not hitting everything. So we're off to a pretty rough start. That's an instant game over, but it's best to have the bad run be the first one. So I may have lied inside of my advertisements. This is the last place you want to go to if you want to learn a thing or two about strategy. I'm not very good at these games. This may bring you back to some early memories of when we started hanging out, where you got to see my prowess playing Mega Man Zero and the brutal trial and error process that unfolded there. Ironman XCOM at some point, that was one of the games I was thinking about playing. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this or XCOM, but that would be a game I would really enjoy playing. Of similar ilk. Yeah, no, 100% I will be doing an Ironman XCOM. So now that Thief has started moving in, so I really need to pick up the pace here. Oh, I can steal something. Okay, he just gives it for free anyway. Yeah, archers are really exploitable because they're stuck at 2 ranged weapons. They can't really hit you back when you go in to attack them. Oh, that's not ideal. I'm gonna try it. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Glad that the game is rewarding my smart gameplay and risk-taking nature. I need to get Matthew in there before he heals my shit. Get Hector healed up with the vulnerary that the archer dropped. So now the enemies are starting to funnel in here. Now I have to decide. Do I think Hector can take all of them on this time? How many of them? Ah, it's not worth it. This guy can get. So I'm looking at his move here. You can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move Hector in here. Equip his preferred hand axe, and we're gonna need a little bit of a Hail Mary turn here. After a decent start. I would like for him to dodge attacks eventually. These are all like sub 60% hits that I just keep getting nailed with. An extra point in speed will help with that. An extra point in defense will make it less bad if I don't dodge. We'll take it. What is the damage values? 13 damage for these bowmen. Hector takes 4 damage apiece for the bows, and Matthew takes 10 for the bows. Hector here with the hand axe. Use the vulnerary. I should have positioned him in a way that he could only get hit by one of the archers. Maybe if I place Matthew here, he can only be targeted by one of the archers. It's guaranteed to live. And I'll take a bit of heat off of Hector. Nice, I missed the 86s, but they don't miss any of the 54. This is very unlucky. What one could describe as a skill issue, but you take them as they come. Not bad. Oh yes, the thief's AI is thankfully slightly exploitable. That before trying to escape the map, it'll first look to see if there's any doors that it can unlock, and have their hyper focus be on, well, unlocking doors instead of leaving the map. I take 4 damage from each of these, so I think I just heal up again, and we just use a quick castle strategy. And I'm gonna move Matthew away because, well, he's on the verge of dying, and I don't get another one like him for like the majority of the game. Yeah, die or quite Wade. Hopefully they'll be Wade in my favor soon. I don't want to KO them. But I do survive another round of combat with them. But the thing is, I beat the boss with all of this. So I think Matthew one round them. No. Matthew basically gets one shot by them. It's the speed stat. So I think you need to have 3 or 4 more points in speed. Where if you do, you get to double them, which is pretty nice. Your weapon's weight also can have an impact on your character's speed. Oh god. This is a very unfortunate set of dice rolls, it seems. Okay, finally we hit something. I just miss everything and get hit by everything. It's so tragic. Am I gonna lose to the first chapter twice in a row? Alright, we're 1 down. Yeah, I think there's no shot I can beat this chapter now that I've missed yet another strike. Oh well. As the old song goes, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. But it's like everyone always says, right? The first run doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, no, I'm a very big fan of the animations, especially on like the GBA. I find they look so good. Okay, maybe this will require a little bit more strategy. I think we're gonna go with the south route. The south route seems like the best one, because when I went the northern route, well, I had more enemies to fight. Now, if I can dodge, like, one of these attacks, we'll be in the money. No! Now I know how, like, feel correct in saying that I'm a bit of a modern day Napoleon with how this is going. I think. Can you let them come to you by staying on the corners? Yes. Yes, I can do that. That might not be a bad shout to just bait the archer forward without having to run into the enemy ranges. I would be fine. Yeah, on my last run I'd done a crippling mistake. But I think if I position more intelligently, because last time I placed Hector here, and then the entire enemy roster was just able to come in. There isn't a time limit. Yeah, I think we go for the funnel strat. The thief is gonna run for the door. And now, if Hector misses, I will... Okay, nice. Crash out averted. Now I can send in Matthew. Matthew's gonna double him. Maybe giving Matthew the last hit here might be considered a little foolish, but you gotta play 4 or 5 steps ahead. I can kill this guy with my hand axe. This is the run. This is the run. I can feel it. We need to figure out what happened to Dorcas. I'm just gonna have Matthew chill here. Get the extra defense. Dodge. Yeah, no, it's very nice to have the double hits on Matthew. Now, from here, Archer kind of put himself inside of a pinch. Well, I mean, not really much he can do, he's an Archer. I hope I have the sound set well enough that you can hear the music. I'm so in love with the GBA Fire Emblem soundtrack. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh! And I went into the Patchamp's range! Oh, it's okay though. Wolf Bill clears. Please give me speed. Damn, that's straight ass. I guess actually skill is nice because it'll up my hit rate, and I get a vulnerate, which is nice because I keep getting hit, so... Okay, alright, fold. How much damage do I take from an archer this round? I still take only 4 damage. Early Hector kills. Wait, I think Matthew actually gets one shot now. That's 3 defense. This guy has 12 attack, so he takes 9 damage. So if I steal Hector's potion with Matthew, and then I drink, I should be safe. So surely, I'm going to hit the third 75. Oh! Big crit. We found the crit, boys. That's all we needed. Okay. So this guy's gonna start moving down. I want to use all the vulneraries, but I kind of have no choice. getting Hector topped up is like pretty important. Left. Being able to one-shot this guy would be like really nice. What can I steal off him? Just a vulnerable. I deal 10 damage to him with Matthew, and deals 13 damage with Hector. So I think I'm going to go in with Hector first, because it's kind of dependent on him hitting one of these 75s. And then Matthew can go in for the double swing and hopefully kill. I just need to check for how strong this guy is. 13 attack. Matthew has 3 defense. Well, he wouldn't get one shot. Supposing that I hit this 87 twice. Boys, you don't win without risk maxing. Good probabilities. And I'll be rewarded with Matthew getting an extra point in defense. It's that easy, fellas. I was really scared that I had miscalculated and that Matthew was going to fucking die. Oh nice, Hector doubles this guy. So if I miss the 86, I get a second try. Wow. Things just keep getting better. I would have liked a point in strength by now, but... If I would have been more hasty, I could have maybe caught up to this thief and stolen the red gem off of him. But... it is what it is, I guess. Yo, what's up, Nick? You guys came in just in time, you know, we got a couple of unlucky starts, you could say. Oh, motherfucker, he just unleashed another archer to be the blight of my existence. I wonder if I can bait this thief to come attack Matthew instead of run away. Am I willing to sabotage the run? To steal the red gem? Yeah. Nice. Matthew dodges. Goat. Bro, there's no skill issue here. Now, Matthew can steal this guy's shit, or I can just try to kill him. Oh. Give me the fucking red gem. I'm gonna try to chuck a hand axe at him. 37% chance that I get a big smile. Or not. Thankfully, when you miss with your attacks, it doesn't take uses off of the weapon, so like, it's just exclusively worth. This thief is a total rookie, not going for the steal, by the way. That was a different timelines, Matthew. I'm gonna steal his lockpick as well. Because I think they sell for a lot, and I know you can't get them very often throughout the game. But yeah, I am a little bit biased towards Hector, even if he's not having his best performance at hitting this sneaky rogue. Shit. So we're gonna be here for a while, so if anyone has any questions, you send them my way. Yeah, so the thing is that this is a wonderful like EXP farming strat, because we're not using weapon uses. So eventually they're gonna like get so much EXP. Fortunately, as I say that, he dies, but oh shit! +4, good level up, Matthew. I wasn't expecting Matthew to like out-level Hector on this map. I was expecting to like feed all the kills to Hector. This guy being unleashed is kind of annoying. Because I think, no, I have one last vulnerary use. Place Hector here with the hand axe. What does the red gem do? It's something that you can sell, yeah, you can sell for 2,500 gold. Which is pretty nice to have. You know what they say, like, got no pity for broke boys. What does this guy have? Oh, I could steal his vulnerary as well. But I think Matthew dies if I miss, so... So many banger game noises in this, very true. I can't steal this guy's vulnerary. I wonder if Matthew just gets one-shot by him, though. I really hope Hector can find the crit here. Okay. So Hector can 2-round him, so I'm gonna wait here. Do nothing so that I can get the jump on him next turn.
You're not Marcus Laus's assassins, are you? You're too good, too professional. Nothing like those idiots over there. You've no need to know, little Lord Hector. A fool like you sneaking out of the country alone? You'll go missing, never to return. Your body will never be found. Tidy story, eh? Ha ha. Piss, piss. Looks like your luck's run out. Oh, luck? What are you? You see, I'm about as angry as I've ever been. I doubt that even a dozen of you could slow me down. Prepare to die!
Starting off with a good dodge. Starting off with a great hit. Yeah, like I was saying at the start of the stream, first boss is Wire. Yeah, Wire has insane nose. I find he's a little bit overrated. I think he insists on himself much too much. And doesn't provide anything to the story compared to Lin Mode's boss of Bad of the Beast. Just like that, he goes down. Oh, begging for forgiveness. What a fucking chump. He does give good XP though, as most bosses tend to do. Hopefully Hector can get strength. Horrible! Luck is, like, pretty much a useless stat. It lowers enemy crit chance, and I think gives a slight boost to your dodge.
Come, my lord.
We must fly. The castle guard must have heard all the noise. Well, that's not bad. It took me 40 minutes to beat the first chapter, and 3 attempts. What else could I do? Those assassins wouldn't show themselves until you were alone.
I suppose. Mark my words, Matthew, you're coming with me. From this point forward, you're no longer my brother's spy. You're my man now.
Nose attacks are a dangerous game for you and your brother. Fair, fair.
To the bitter end.
Yes, my lord. Shall I swear a knightly vow?
What purpose? Your own words will hold you well enough.
Well, might be useful. True enough.
Let's go to Delaware.
Next chapter we get more units, so it's not a one-man show from Hector.
He's gone, isn't he?
Yes, my lord. I say that, Matthew kind of did a lot of heavy lifting. We're gathering men now to give chase.
Attend me, we'll let him go.
My lord?
Ah, headstrong fool. Lord Uther, are you well? I'm fine. It has passed. There's no need for concern. Need your help anyway. not rely so much on physical strength alone. It has been most trying these past few weeks. The affairs of the court have not let you sleep. Might endanger your health if you keep on. Yes, Oswin, I understand. I'll speak with a physician on the morrow. Will that allay your fears? Yes, my lord, I shall make the arrangement. Oswin, about Hector. I can entrust him to you, yes? Of course, my lord. I will guard him with my very life's blood. Guard he shall. Oswin is a very good unit. Hector leaves Ostia. We move towards Stantaruz to meet up with Elibe as quickly as possible. Encounters a mysterious group whose dark garb hides an even darker secret. Perhaps these same powers have turned their blades on Elibe. Hector hurries south, praying for his friend's safety. Absolute unit? Yeah, absolutely. With Hector, it's usually a two-man show. It's just him and God. Lord Hector, I have it! I know where Lord Elibe is. He entered Santa Ruz not far from here. That's so. You've read its movements fairly well, but let's move due south and cross the border. We'll meet up with him in Santa Ruz. Ah, there you are, Lord Hector. Oh, fuck. Sarah, what are you doing here?
You're going to meet Lord Elibe, right?
Well, I want to go too. Go home. This is no game.
But Oswin told me it was alright to come.
Oswin? Yes, my lord. I have snuck up on you in my knight's armor through your entire voyage. Sarah and I will be accompanying you. This is ridiculous. Always have to have the last word, eh, brother? No matter what you think, he's just worried about you, Lord Hector. You're the only family he has. I know. Lord Hector! Up ahead! There appears to be fighting. Where? Is it Elibe? Yeah, let's get closer. Oh. Yes, my lord.
Oh, wait for me! I'm coming too!
Hey, what's going on over there? Looks like some rough business. You, soldier, just gonna stand there and watch? Who do you think you are? This is Santa Ruz. What occurs here is no affair of any foreign lordling. I believe I'm gonna have to disagree with you. You see, the man they're attacking happens to be a friend of mine. Friend? What? Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. Did you just kill a foreign lord's soldier? God, he's bathed. Nicely done, my lord. You're a fighter born. Cannot condone resorting to murdering our allies so quickly. Chastise me later, Oswin. First, we deal with these brigands. Come. We must help Elibe. Help Elibe? Sounds like a convenient excuse for more violence.
Oh my...
Oswin. Yes, I'm coming. Excuse me. Matthew. Bring Sarah and follow along. What? With Sarah?
No! I want to go with you now!
Absolutely not. You'll slow us down.
Oh, how rude!
Oswin, let's go. I'm liking our odds for this one. You know, last one we got off to a pretty rough start. I'm gonna just go quickly over our other units that we got.
So first is Oswin, or Bosswin, as many have referred to him to over the years. He's a knight, which oftentimes isn't a good class because knights have the worst movement stat out of all classes, which is arguably the most important stat in the game. He only moves 4 tiles, and he's very impeded by terrain, but to compensate, he is given insane defense and strength, at the cost of poor magic resist, which granted, I think every unit has at this point in the game, and there's not really any mages around, so that's fine. Oh, hello, other army. I guess this will be quite the longer unit review. But yeah, Oswin is great. He can duke it out with just about any of the enemies and come out of it fine. Thera, her stats are completely inconsequential. Her value is the fact that she has heal. So her job is to keep me topped off and kind of band-aid my mistakes as we go along. Clerics have no combat capability and they level up pretty slowly until you get them to like level 10 where you can promote them to where they can gain light magic. This is Elibe. Wait. Roy! So fun little story. So, as I mentioned earlier, this game is the first Fire Emblem game that we got out in the West. This was because of Roy's popularity in Super Smash Bros. Melee, which, fun fact, I believe Melee came out like 4 months before Roy even had a game. So, people in Japan were also like, who the fuck is this guy? And in the West, you're like, oh, who are these cool swordsmen, Martha and Roy? So they got really popular, and it kind of convinced Nintendo and Intelligent Systems to be like, oh, I think the Westoids are ready for Fire Emblem. So when they released this game, which is a prequel to Roy's game is Fire Emblem 6, Binding Blade. This one is Fire Emblem 7, Blazing Blade, or as it was called in Japan, Rekka no Ken. In the West, it's just titled Fire Emblem. There's no subtitle because there's no need for one. But yeah, this is a prequel to Roy's game, and Elibe is Roy's father. So he looks a good bit like Roy. So when the games arrived, people saw the box art and were like, oh nice, this is the one with Roy in it, surely. It's not the one with Roy in it. If they were expecting him to be cool like he was in Smash, I mean, not really. Elibe is a little bit underwhelming. He's quite frail, doesn't hit that hard, decent skill and speed, decent bulk. He's like a C tier unit, I guess. Let's get the rapier, which is effective against horses and knights, I guess. But yeah, overall not that impressive. We have Rebecca, who's an archer. The only thing I have to say about archers is that they're stuck at 2 range, so they can't retaliate most of the time. They're pretty much only useful for chipping, and I don't value chip damage that much. Lowen, the Cavalier, contention for the best class in the game, because unlike Knights, they have the best movement. They have decent bulk, decent strength, and they're able to wield both swords and lances. Most base classes can only wield one weapon type, so they're able to really manipulate the weapon triangle. So yeah, good. Exclusively from the fact that it is his class, but he's probably the weakest out of the Cavaliers. The only Fire Emblem experience is Fire Emblem Heroes on mobile. I find, I played it again recently, it's not particularly for me. I like that it gives attention to the game series that I really like, and it makes a lot of cool art of characters I like, even if it's through a gacha system. I played it a little bit recently, getting back into Fire Emblem, and I was like, I personally can't see how people get sunk into playing so many hours on it, but maybe I haven't seen the right thing. Dorcas. Elibe managed to convince him that what happened to Nathalie was not our fault, and it was a false flag attack from the Burn bandits. For context, in the live streams I did earlier today, playing through Lin mode in the chapter you recruit Dorcas, Lin mode, by the way, is kind of a prequel to this, like a tutorial. It's like a prequel story. In the mission that you recruit Dorcas, you kind of have to protect Nathalie, which is his wife. I got a little overconfident and forgot that was the objective of the mission, so I got a game over, which is where we ended the last Ironman stream. Lin's mode is primarily a tutorial, but Dorcas and Bartray are just axe bros. They're bulky, they have axes. Dorcas is a little faster. Bartray has slightly higher speed growth, but it's not going to amount to much. Hello, Moonflower. Glad you enjoyed the vibe of the game. I find GBA Fire Emblem is like, give me peak pixel art game design. Love the music as well, but I'm incredibly biased. So the last unit that we have to look over is Marcus. He's the best unit in the game. He's what you call a Jagan archetype. Basically, they're going to be a cavalry unit that's going to join the game promoted with really high base stats, low growth rates. So a promoted class, basically there's like 2 tiers of class. There's base classes and a promoted class. When you promote, you get access to more movement, you get stat growth, you usually get access to more weapons. Some classes get access to unique skills. But if you're a promoted class, you gain EXP at a slower rate. So a lot of more amateur players, if you would, not die-hard Fire Emblem experts such as myself, would refrain from using Marcus because they describe him as an EXP thief. From the fact that, well, he one-shots everything and doesn't get much EXP, and if he levels up, he doesn't get much out of leveling up. Now, the thing is, I'm not good enough at this game to get through these chapters without using Marcus. So I'm 100% gonna have Marcus carry my run. In every game where there's heightened difficulties, your Jagans are the only way to get through. I'm just looking at my survival rates here. Who can hit Marcus? So from here, Marcus can only be hit by 2 people. I'm gonna park him here, equipped with an iron sword. This will give him at least weapon triangle advantage against the Iron Axe Bandit, which should up his odds at survival. And then I'm not that worried about the Peg Knight. Yeah, what I plan on doing is having Marcus going up through here and helping out this northern group, just because the northern group is kind of overwhelmed with numbers of enemies. I have more dudes here. And here I'm just gonna have Rebecca go to the village. These villages, if you have a unit go visit them, you're able to warn them, hey, there's enemies about, close your gates or you're all gonna die. And then they're like, thank you, and they'll usually give you items as a reward for this. So without further ado, I think I can start going about with my turn now. I think that was about all the yapping I had in the tank prior to the chapter starting. I'm gonna move Hector down in a way that I can get the least amount of enemies able to hit him. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring him down here. Just gonna double check to see the down and then diagonal here with his wolf bale. I hate having to take all the uses of this weapon this early on, which is kind of a pitfall of not wanting to use the good weapons, but it feels good to use the wolf bale. Move you here. So this does expose my weaker units, so I'm just going to calculate the Peg Knight's movement real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if I move healer here, this is fine. And then also move Matthew down here. Get to this stack over here. Yeah, no, it's really cool that the battle maps are reflective of the world maps. Blazing Blade does the story and the game is on a relatively smaller scale than other Fire Emblems. But yeah, it's nice when like Genealogy, my personal favorite one, Fire Emblem 4. Every single map on the game that it's played through, like the maps are giant. They take 4 to 5 hours to clear one chapter. But the maps are all huge, and if you like stitch them together, you can overlay them to like represent the world maps that's shown to you like at the start of the game, which is really cool. Okay. So I'm gonna send Dorcas here. Oh, I can visit the house for some dialogue. Really important to trust your companions, yes? You have a boon companion fighting at your side. You feel stronger, more confident. Who do I think make for good companions for who? Well, I'm a fortune teller, so I could do a reading, but... You're not gonna do the reading? You're just gonna tease us with the idea of you revealing the supports? That's a... so yeah, this basically what this means. You can get support conversations between units. Basically, similar to in XCOM, the closer two units are with each other, which develops from them fighting side by side, they get bonuses for being near each other, and you also unlock cool dialogues, which tell you more about the character, you get more about the lore. Very cool. Support conversations are one of my favorite parts of Fire Emblem. Nice! My goat. So, okay, first turn is going a lot better than I thought it would. I thankfully did a bit of strategizing in between my yapping. I think it took me a good 10-15 minutes just to get through the first turn. Yeah, I think there might be some inspiration taken in there. There's a yeah, that's it really. Gonna have Rebecca visit the village. I believe you get a secret tome. Looks like you some experience with battle. No need to conceal it. I've fought in many a battle in my time, I assure you. Let me tell you one thing about combat, though. The most important thing is technique. You've no skill, you'll rarely strike your enemy. My instructor gave me this secret book long ago. It will improve the fighting prowess of the one who reads it. So this is a consumable item, so like if he had it for that long, he just sat on the secret book. He did the age-old RPG player move of having a consumable item and saving it the entire game and never using it. What a waste. It's a secret book. This is a stat booster. It's a one-time bonus to skill, which is, I would say, probably the most useless stat booster you could get, but why they give it to you at the start of the game, I suppose. But looking here, we are getting a little bit flooded. I anticipated the north to get a lot more flooded. But just gonna see. Can I one-round them with the wolf bale? Yes. I want to see what my odds are of being able to clear through here. Oh my god. Bossman is the goat. Move Hector down, swing the Peg Knight with his hand axe. Alright, we're off to a much better start than the much more difficult Chapter 1. So from here, I need to figure out how I want to do this. I was expecting the north to get flooded a lot more, but I guess I can keep Marcus here. He doesn't really need this tile, so I definitely want to get rid of this archer. Marcus can easily one-round it, so we'll take that. I should have maybe not started my movement with Marcus, because Marcus can reliably clear up everything, so if I would have made a mistake, he could have remedied it. But you know what? It is what it is, really. So, Elibe, oh nice, we get to see Elibe animation. I'm a big fan of Elibe's, like, his aesthetic, I like his character. I wish he was just a little bit stronger, but is what it is. I guess I could... giving the kill to Lowen here would be better. I can move here. No issues. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna move Lowen down here and have him attack with the lance in anticipation of the mercenary up here coming down. Because these axemen can't hit him. And him having the lance will give him weapon triangle advantage if he is attacked. Yeah, support conversations added so much to, like, Fire Emblem, like, because you don't have that much time to get to know these characters, right? I mean, a lot of the, you get, like, a blurb of text from most of them when they're recruited, and that's about it, because you can't write dialogue for them because they might die. So you're not going to invest dozens of hours of writing time for a character that may never be seen, or rather have it be plot essential that they don't die. So these support conversations just develop them a lot. It's very cool. And yeah, it's also a chance for a lot of the games, like world building to get fleshed out. And anyone who knows me knows I'm a big sucker for world building, so I'm gonna assume Fire Emblem is a contributor for that. No! Bandit! You're supposed to be the thief! Stop! My XP! It's alright. Maybe those game fact guides written in 2006 were right. Oh. That's not something I thought would happen. Well, hopefully Rebecca can get out of this pickle. If she doesn't, I'm not going to be diverting my strategy to save her, like. Let's see Hector dodge tanking finally as well. We level up. Skill? This is the skill issue that I was being told about earlier, I think. Okay, yeah, she's like proper stuck there, can't do anything. I didn't expect the Pegasus Knight to fly over there. I guess I can send Bartray over. Bartray is pretty cool. Wanna go hang out with Bartray? You're screwed. Oh, hell yeah! Did you get like a nice 5-star Hector, or was it the 3-star one? I remember them giving him like a mega deep voice in that game, which partially inspired me to make him sound like Joe Swanson. If you can, get Sigurd. He is super broken, both in the game that he is from and in Heroes. Ooh! Elibe finds the crit. Send Marcus to the armories, see if he can buy some neat weapons. Oh, I don't have the money. Go home, broke boy. That tight. Oh, okay, good thing I checked the Peg Knight's range. I'm gonna move my healer away from there. Where can she go? low enough here. With his iron sword, he should be fine. I'll double check just in case. Wouldn't want to get cocky here and lose everything. We take 9 damage from the axe if the axe hits. From the axe and... Okay, no, we're fine. Just gonna leave him here with the iron sword. Also have Marcus in here in case they want to unalive themselves. Hopefully Rebecca doesn't die inside of the village, but if she dies, she dies. Miss, alright. Oh! That was a terrible move from the Peg Knight, as it gives Rebecca an avenue to escape her misfortune. League of Legends mentioned? Do you mean in reference to Fire Emblem Heroes, or just like the more recent like Switch games? Oh, yeah. The latest one that they made, Engage, people really didn't like the, art stylization for it. Yeah, I don't like it. I think a lot of people have an issue with the character design. Like, it feels like a generic mobile game, honestly, and all the characters are also like over designed. Like, a lot of them are over designed or just like kind of nonsensical. Yeah, I mean, the one on mobile is a gacha game. I feel like Three Houses is more representative of like decent enough like modern Fire Emblem art. All of the ones on the 3DS, I really like their art and character design. Awakening, Fades, and Echoes all had very good art design, in my humble opinion. Low one. Try to... Oh, that's a finish him off. Okay. Maybe Marcus can give him a hand. Nope. Nope. Alright. Dorcas. Step up to the plate, pal. Go. Oh, there's a reason why I have such love for the character Dorcas. I'm not sure if they ever released this commercial, but they made this commercial for this Fire Emblem game when it was coming to the West. That is really, like, has nothing to do with the story or the gameplay. It's a bunch of dudes in a castle, and there's these guys talking, and they're like, no man can be trusted. And then a guy, like, the camera's facing the guy saying, no man can be trusted. And the guy in front of him falls face first on his plate. And the guy next to the guy who says, no man can be trusted, says, what happened to Dorcas? The guy says, I poisoned his mutton. And they all start laughing, and it says, Fire Emblem, trust nobody. And starts showing like a bunch of gameplay clips. And it's like, you're not poisoning your character's mutton. You can't trust most people. I mean, you're recruiting half your army from the enemy's faction. So Dorcas is like quite the center of memes in this game for his misfortune pertaining to mutton. Right now, they're looking really good for us. Maybe I spoke too soon. This Pegasus Knight is really in the way of things. Yeah, just look up what happened to Dorcas. It's like a 30-second ad. So I think I might be in a bit of a pickle here, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might lose 1 unit here. Maybe. There. What if I place Hector here? Have Hector kill her. Okay, so she's no matter what, I think, going to be attack. 13 attack. 13 attack. Do they have the same attack speed? 8 speed, 5 okay, yeah, so I'm gonna be attacked no matter what. I'm gonna place her on the mountain tile. That's safe. Why are you... Oh, he has a hand axe. Yeah, it's a legendary ad in the fandom. When I get to the video editing part to make videos about this whole thing, this ad will definitely rear its head. Its beautiful head. I'm gonna place her here. I'm gonna place her on the mountain tile and hope that the enemies just don't kill her. Sometimes you just gotta hope. Fire Emblem 3 hopes? No. I think Dorcas is safe. I don't think I stayed there. Okay, well. There is only one other thing that can go wrong. Actually, that was kind of stupid of me to place her there. I should have just placed her in a place where she was only in range of 1 enemy. But I wanted to try to get her out of here unscathed completely. So hopefully I don't lose my healer, because I don't think I get another one for a while. 14 hit check. Okay. Thank God. Yeah, for 3 houses, looking like it's a bit of the start of the over-designing. I think every time, not every time, but definitely every time that they switch consoles, they go a kind of a different art direction, but it's usually felt like around a similar ilk of medieval fantasy, like similar blend. Like, they all looked relatively like the same franchise, until you get to the Switch era where then it's, yeah, a little excessive. Oh, Bar Trade Bros, I don't know about this one. Just gonna have him wait 1, and he should be able to kill her. Rather give Matthew the XP here. Good thing I didn't make my strategy too early for this turn. I'm gonna have Oswin do some good chip damage here. God, I'm scared that Hector misses. Like, what if Hector misses and she just fucking dies? I guess she can use a full move. Okay, he's not gonna miss. I kinda wanna greed and not use his wolf bale. Oh, never mind. Totally worth to use the wolf bale. I love Hector's crit animation. yeah. There was 9 in 10 plague doctors recommend Colgate to stay healthy. Oh, I didn't notice this. The boss for this chapter is moving. Maybe he's thinking that I'm taking too long to do my turn. I wanted to get Matthew over to the armory so I could sell his gem in case that I accidentally killed him, but is what it is. Oh, +5, nice. What does this guy have? He just has a steel axe. Zagan. Axe wielding. Oh, well, a Kalen bandit. Fights for pleasure more than money. Sure, man. I think Hector and Elibe have dialogue. If any party member dies, do they come back to life? Yeah, they perma-die. That's why it's that's why they say trust nobody. I don't know. Archer is safe. I'm gonna move Dorcas, just double check to make sure he's safe. Yeah, it's like, the permadeath is like brutal in XCOM. I find it's even more brutal here because like, well, the amount of levels that you invest into these guys, and you have a finite pool of dudes, and you have an even more finite pool of dudes who are actually good. Yeah, don't eat mutton. You have a finite pool of dudes who are actually good. So losing them hurts, and they have all of these quirky personalities that make like losing these individual characters potentially hurt a lot more. But I guess with XCOM you kind of make like your own narrative, I guess, for a lot of the characters, so you can have like that attachment there as well. God, I love good armor knights. They're so fun to use, especially on like defend maps where enemies are just zerg rushing you.
Elwood, you're right. Hector, what are you? Later. First, let's take care of these louts.
Right. So, are you fucking... That's it? Okay, nice conversation, I guess. So Elibe, by the way, is who like the main character is in the story. He's the main lord. Hector mode is a mode that you unlock after you beat the game, and then Hector hard mode is a mode that you unlock after you beat Hector mode. So it's like the hard mode. 28 damage, 1 round, 10 damage.
Curses, what are you waiting for? Let me show you boys I was done.
Yeah, 100%. And with XCOM 2, like, you can kind of mitigate substandard or like not as high level soldiers by just giving them like a good gun. In Fire Emblem, they can't even wield the good weapons. Their weapon proficiency is too low. Okay, so I can have him tank 1 hit, retaliate, and I can feed low in the last hit. Yeah, man.
Oh, this was not so easy as it seemed.
Yeah, this game's translation isn't the best. This is a big "she said that not to you" energy. But what this guy lacks in ability to speak, he more than makes up for in the amount of EXP he gets. What the? That's a horrible level up. Oh, is that all of them? I'm gonna go for a leak real quick. I will be right back. This is a great timing for it. All right, we're back. Whoa, is that all of them? Hector, where'd you come from? Well met, Elibe. Yes, but what are you doing here?
You wooed me.
What do you mean?
You're looking for your father, right? Why didn't you send word?
Your brother was just named Marcus Ostia. You're gonna be very busy setting up his court council. Lord Uther must need your support. You're his brother, after all. Hopefully we can retrieve some good mutton for the homeboy.
My brother's not so weak. Oh, he has mentioned some things in public, but knew exactly what I was planning and he let me go.
Is that so? Well, then it would be unwise to refuse his kindness. Does me good to see you, Hector. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. You know Oswin, don't you?
Well met, Lord Elibe. It's good to see you again, Oswin. So you came as well.
Yes, Lord Uther was worried about Lord Hector traveling alone.
Get a bunch of viewers just found. Hell yeah. I've been ordered to keep a close eye on him.
Ha ha ha!
Of course. Good to have you with us.
Lord Hector! Why didn't you tell me the fighting was done?
Apologize for the interruption, but I couldn't restrain her any longer. These are your companions, Hector.
Oh yes, I suppose they are. One might have hoped for better, but...
I wasn't called for. I can't believe you said that.
I need water. Sarah's voice is aggressive to me. Me? Who's talking about you? Hector, why don't you introduce us? The noisy one is Sarah. Believe it or not, she's a cleric.
Yeah, Yes, I'm Sarah, my lord. Pleased to meet you.
That's Matthew. There's a lot of sneaking around, my lord.
Sneaking around. Thank you, Jim. I've been refining my my vocal cords for this very day. Well, I gather information, open doors, chests, and such. I've got nimble fingers.
Come here!
That sounds like a thief's work.
Well, don't let it worry you.
But
This journey, I suspect it'll be harder than you imagine. Also, I murdered a guy on the way here. You may have to accept things like this if you want to survive.
what is it, Hector? Do you know something? Do you know what happened to that suspiciously decapitated guard over there?
Nothing specific. Rumors abound, though. A league of assassins from Bern has been moving around in Lycia.
Oh, some little factoid here. Having like started playing Fire Emblem in middle school when like I didn't know that much about how the world ran, and then as an adult being like a map and history autist, so I know like a lot of places. So many names in Fire Emblem are just from like real world places. For example, like Bern is I believe it's the capital of Switzerland. If it's not the capital, it's a city in Switzerland. It's a historically neutral country, but in this land, it's like the hyper-militarist, like Dragon Kingdom.
Experienced bounty hunters and mercenaries are vanishing.
That reminds me. One of the men who attacked us said something odd.
What was it?
Lord Elibe, if I may.
Marcus! Good to see you. A true S-tier unit. Lord Hector, it's been far too long. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Come now, Marcus. No need for such formalities. Tell me what you heard. Of course, the apparent leader of that gang of thugs indicated that someone was watching Lord Elibe. That someone needed him dead. That is troubling. Actually, a captain of the guard was watching the fight when we arrived. He was a knight of Santarus. Yet he just stood there and let the Lord be attacked. I think he was planning on seeing you die.
What a bitch. So Forseti, what do you think? Might be right. Something may have happened to Lord Holman, too. Come! We must hurry to the castle. Oh shit, he can look towards the camera! Eliwood, who is this? This is Forseti. I required tactical aid in the search for my father and...
Oh, I see. So this is who directed the battle plan back there. You know, Forseti, you're very young. You've many strategists in Ostia, but none so young.
Oh yeah. It's you have like an avatar character that's a tactician. I believe that they implemented this because they figured that this sort of thing was more popular in Western games to have self-inserts. An analog, it's the front for an analog horror game, absolutely. The horror was on the first chapter, actually. Forseti is still a student of military strategy, but we received nothing but sound advice so far. Yeah, dude, when you didn't have me by your side, fucking, you had to have Matthew carry you out of your own home castle.
Alright. I suppose I shall witness your skill firsthand. Well met, Forseti.
Hello, how have you been, Forseti? Huh? My secret's revealed. Oh, that. Yes, it's true. My guise as a common thief was nothing but a ruse. Or it was but a ruse. I've served House Ostia for some time as a spy of sorts. Surprised? Well, regardless, it looks like we'll be traveling together again. Here's to our mutual survival. I'm skipping through her dialogue. I don't want to do her voice. These characters were playable in the prologue, which is the first 10 chapters of the game. That serve as kind of a tutorial. So where you get characters like Dorcas is one of them. And I guess Matthew and Sarah are two others that you get inside of what's called Lin mode. Hector rescues Elibe. The two friends are reunited. The paladin Marcus reveals news. Someone is called for Elibe's death. Farah's problem must be connected to the attempt on Elibe's life. All these tactics have made you re-download XCOM? Hell yeah. I'm glad that my stunning display of battlefield comprehension has inspired you. Hector and friends depart for the castle of Marcus Fentaruz. Just 1 second. Master Epidel, what is the meaning of this? Peace, Lord Hallman. Whatever is wrong. You said you were just going to frighten Elibe. Your men almost killed him. My patience is at an end. I've decided must tell Elibe everything and apologize. You would betray us. I'm tired of you and the Black Fang. Now, remove yourself from my castle. I'm revealing my Nintendo PC's true identity. Now, remove yourself from my castle. Your presence pains me. Lord Hallman. There's nothing I can do to change your mind. Nothing! In that case, you're no longer of any use. What? God! You rogue! Yeah, I'm tired of doing the Joe Swanson voice. I'm not used to doing all these voices, so I'm just gonna give him a bog standard, slightly deeper voice. There's the castle, Elibe. Hmm? Who's there? Show yourself. Can't believe I was spotted by a snot-nosed stripling. How could you pick me out with this armor? Me not activating my Windows already gave that. Yeah, this is an aftermarket Nintendo PC. God. Who are you? No, never mind. Keep your name. Why should I care what a corpse is called? God damn! The cub thinks he's a wolf. Does your bite match your bark? Tell you what, if you make it to the castle alive, we'll find out, huh? Just a second. Oh, that is a very nice Hector you got, Jim. Yeah! This armored knight skittering away as he was trying an ambush. Hey, you! Yeah! The new dog! Get this right, or you're gone. I know. I just got this job. I don't want to lose it. Of course, the smart thing to do would have been not to get involved with this ugly bunch. Got to have gold if I want to eat, though. I was too picky before. If I think about the time I passed out in Galen. Ooh. Nothing funny about that. That man. What was his name? Matthew? If it hadn't been for him, I would have starved to death. What are you mumbling about? Get over here now. Oh, nothing. Just about the potential recruitment conditions. Hey, Persetti. Not sure how to say this. You're a full-blown tactician now, aren't you? Not just an apprentice bum like before. Haha, no need to be so modest. My lord tactician, I humbly await your no doubt brilliant orders. This is Guy. He's a Myrmidon, and he is a recruitable enemy character. Well, the nice thing with this is that he benefits from the hard mode buffs that enemies get. So in hard mode, enemies get a boost to all of their stats. And this includes the enemy units that you can recruit. So you actually get a stronger Guy playing on Hector hard mode. He's equipped with a Killing Edge, which is like a crit boosting sword. And his class, Myrmidons, and their promotion Swordmasters are pretty much crit machines. Their goal is to dodge attacks and crit enemies. So looking at my options here, so we have two paths we can take. We can either go north and attempt to seize the gate. Or, sorry, the mission objective is to seize the gate right here by killing buoys. And we can do that by knocking down these snags here and going north, where we face a lot less enemies and we can go through this faster, but you lose out on a lot of EXP. Also, it would make recruiting Guy a bit harder, so I kind of want to recruit him. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. Oh nice, Oswin can just one-shot this, so we can bait the Cavalier forward to come and attack him. Oh, he has a Javelin. So I'm going to have trade over so that Oswin's equipped the Javelin, so that he will be able to retaliate and hopefully do some big damage to that bandit. I don't remember what's in this village, actually. I think I'll leave Elibe here. The range of these peg knives. But I could bait them over with Bartray. Yeah, I'll bait over the Peg Knight with Bartray. Leave Elibe here because I'd like for him to be able to last hit this Cavalier. I'll bring Hector here because I'd like for him to be able to damage this feller. And I'll trade over the red gem to Hector. Just in case Matthew dies, I wouldn't want to lose that red gem. Nice dodge. I've absolutely farmed karma from that horrendous first chapter. If I were to recommend a Fire Emblem factoring ease of use on a officially licensed Nintendo PC and modern enough to be easier to play, which one would it be? Be a bit of a longer answer. It would either be one of the GBA ones or one of the 3DS ones. Because the Nintendo PC is also quite compatible with the 3DS. The ones on the 3DS, I think if I were to recommend a 3DS one, it would probably be Awakening. Awakening is kind of the game that saved Fire Emblem, in the sense that it brought it to a modern audience. It had like little snippets of everything that was essentially Fire Emblem. The trade-off is that it feels like slightly watered down Fire Emblem. So I'd probably say the GBA ones are also really good. So I would say either this one or Sacred Stones. probably Sacred Stones. Sacred Stones is a standalone story. You get the option to grind your units for stats if you ever get stuck. Or if you find the game too difficult, you have the option to go into these side maps at any time that you want to just farm units to get EXP and whatnot. You also have a little more unit customizability in Sacred Stones. In Awakening, which is for the 3DS, you gain access to an avatar character. If that's your thing, you have a lot more unit customizability, which comes at a bit of a cost of a unit identity, and your units are generally stronger. Yeah, so I would say either Awakening or Sacred Stones would be the two best ones. I like Sacred Stones a bit more just because I'm a big GBA Fire Emblem enthusiast. Yeah. This bandit is quite pesky. Yeah, I find the generally Awakening and Sacred Stones, it's funny, they're like kind of a little bit black sheep games that they don't resemble the other games as much. But they're kind of the best entry points in into the series. And you still have access to all the modern conveniences. Mediocre level up, but I'll take defense any day on a main lord, because I think it's game over if one of them die. Dorcas, after the false flag attack that killed his wife, I owe him this last hit. I was looking at my OBS for a second, I saw level up and I got really excited thinking Dorcas got a level, but it was just the Elibe level that happened a moment ago. Alright. There's quite a few enemies here. I like to change that. How quick does Matthew deal with this guy? 14 damage. Rebecca does nearly no damage. Six damage here. It only deals 9. Deals 14. Okay, no one can one-round this bandit. These enemies are quite tough. I guess this is what happens when you play on Hector hard mode. I'll just have Marcus one-shot this guy with the silver lance. Silver is like the highest tier of weaponry. So it's quite rare. You don't get a lot of it this early into the game. Hand axe. Which is a low on deal. Deals 10, takes 7, so... These guys attack at 12. Low one has 8 defense. We take 4 damage per hit, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, I see how I was getting confused. So 10 damage here, and how much with the hand axe finally? 11. Okay, we're in the money. Big hits! Nice. Oh. Progressing quite nicely through this chapter. Hopefully. The one point of concern I have is when we get to Guy, the recruitable Myrmidon. Oh, I did not see this guy. It's alright. My Hector, he's used to dodge tanking. He's been doing this all day. Oh my god, Rebecca's goated. I rescind my previous statements on her, or I would if she missed that. Marcus just absolutely murders everyone. I think I just go for the easy one-shot with Rebecca here. Just bulk here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have Marcus one-shot one of them. Here. Defense. Definitely should be getting doubled here. -3 speed move. Twice. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Now we just need to shut this guy down with Lowen and attack him with Hector. It should be in the bag. Ah, the bag is mine. Hey, plus speed. Hector's level 6 and hasn't leveled strength once. He has like a 50% strength growth. I haven't been playing risky enough. We need to up the ante. Something like, oh, I didn't see there was another cavalry there. We need to do something like, every time a unit dies, I have to put $100 in the poker machine or something. Feeling low on up. Oh. I was about to pog at 7 viewers, but it immediately went down to 6. I didn't pog quick enough. It sounds too safe, you're saying? Should I up it to, like, I put $200 at the casino? Because we need to rig Fate back into, we need to earn its favor again by playing a little more risky. It was really difficult to not just use Marcus to one-shot everything. That's not how we like to play. Have Rebecca take a quick pot shot. Okay, Chloe's saying that I should, in fact, risk it for the biscuit. I think I kind of did there. When your character dies, you buy one of Logan Paul's crypto. That's a pretty good one. You know, I lied about lying earlier, by the way. I'm actually pretty good at Fire Emblem, which has to be said. When you look at the lay of the land and the fact from the frauds, things are looking pretty good. Then Hector go visit the village. People wouldn't feel safer by having Lord Hector going to visit them.
Give me your money. Oh, what good timing. Would you try this for me? It's an invention of a great witch. Me! It's a mine!
Is she Italian or is she giving me a mine?
Contains some very explosive magic.
He was in fact giving me a mine and not proclaiming that something was hers. This is like maybe the most useless item of all time. Perhaps ever. Anyways. I wish melee units in XCOM worked this way. Little duels every time they move into the opponent's face. Yeah, it would be fucking sick. Oh, right. Reinforcements. Right. Honestly, if I move Marcus here, he can probably tank the entire enemy army. Oh, Rebecca is just in one-shot territory. Nice. Decent Matthew level. I would like some strength, but I can't complain too much. I'm pretty sure Matthew's level strength more than Hector has up to this point. I mean, you get those little duels when they walk into Muton space, but I don't think that's what you mean. No! Okay. Heal Rebecca, my favorite of my bomb units. Okay. Whatever, she misses, she doesn't die. Huh? Probablement, yes, oui. Merci. Alright, I didn't calculate this part out too much, but I think it should be fine. Right? One of them can hit Matthew here. And the rest should be relatively safe. See that, or I'm losing my life savings to, like, Logan Paul. So here goes everything. Okay, nice. Putting out Marcus is like best case scenario, in that they die really fast. Yeah, I'm happy I didn't equip Hector with the Wolf Veil, because now there will be an enemy clogging up this tile, so these bums won't be able to advance too far forwards. Muttons don't make it a very fair fight. No, not really. Not really. Yeah, your first time trying to swing at a mutton with a ranger is like... It doesn't feel very good, to say the least. Hold on. You! Hey, you! Hector refusing to dodge his aura. Fact.
I know you. Isn't your name Guy? Is that you, Matthew? What a pleasant surprise! How's your sword work coming? You are aware this isn't the best place to be catching up, aren't you? You and I, we're on opposite sides here. What? Are you saying you're gonna fight me? Well, yeah, I'm much improved. You can't beat me. You're quite a darer, Guy. Well then. Hold it! I think I'd prefer it if you repaid what you owed me. Huh? Last time I saw you, I gave you food. If I remember correctly, you said you owed me your life. I only said that because you said you'd feed me if I did. I didn't eat in 10 days, and you were cooking meat. This isn't fair. The people of Sagae never lie. Isn't that right, Guy? Fine! I finally find work and now you have to throw it away. This is all your fault.
Hey, Guy recruited. Gets Hector hard mode bonuses, so he's pretty strong. He gets the killing edge, which just gives him a flat 30% crit strike. Plus it's base 9 might, so 9 base damage. Comparing that to, say, Marcus's Iron Sword, which is 5. It's almost twice as strong as the standard equipment that people are going to be carrying. Really high skill and speed in a point in the game where, well, I guess this screenshot of the map isn't a good example, but there's still going to be a good few axe units, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll be able to dodge tank them and kill them really well. Promotes into Sword Master, which just turns him into a blender for crits. The trade-off is that sword weapons are locked at 1 range, whereas axes and lances are able to get 1-2 range. So it automatically hinders him. Probably like a C tier unit, maybe a B tier unit. I'll see how it goes. We can have Hector one-shot this guy. Hector's finally back. Bartray visit the village?
This will never do. Look at the time.
No, I'm good on water, thank you. I still have half a bottle.
I must leave for Kalen now. My business will be ruined. Time is money, after all. Hurry, hurry, rush, rush, rush. Huh? What's this? That man must have dropped it.
Torch. It's nice to have for Fog of War maps. You need to visit this village to unlock the Paralog chapter and unlock Merlinus, which is an items convoy character. More on him later. So now there's 4 archers here. That's a little bit annoying. Can't lie. I'm gonna try to clear them fast. I need to get huge fields. I need to kill all these bowmen. Okay, nice. Lowen will be getting some defenses from being here. Okay, Geek can one-round these guys, which is quite nice. Oh no, Matthew fares against these bandits. They're 13 strength. He would take 7 damage from each of them. 7, so that's 14. A bit less on there. Rather he not beat this guy's crosshairs, so I'm gonna move him here. Nice! Immediate crit. Myrmidons have such a cool crit animation. Okay, I think this is a good play, because right now the archers could try to gang up on my healer, which is, like, really not good. Hey, Rebecca level up. God, those are horrible stats. My eyes! Oh, hey, plus 4 level up. Not bad. My strategy was partially reliant on dodging, but honestly, if Rebecca dies instead of my healer, worth. 100% worth. Whether my enemies prioritize her over, like, Sarah or Matthew, it's big value. Forgive me, brother. Who's your brother? Is it fucking Will? Well, I guess her death would have been in vain if... Oh well. That's how she goes. I'm not sure what spurred me, but recently enough I had another little quick run-in with a Brother Man Bill phase. If you don't know who the Brother Man Bill is, look him up. He's the brother living at the top of the hill. He's got so much chill that you could put it inside of a pill. Brother Man Bill. An unimpressive +4 level up, to tell you the truth. but you know, not everything. If all level ups were impressive, then none of them would be. I just need this to key right. I don't want him to waste his killing edge on this though. Oh, he doesn't one-shot him. Ah! Oops. It's a funny stun sound, but I'm fine with Hector getting the kill. I have to give Marcus sword back. Ooh, axe weapon level up. This means that he can now wield. I think that's good. I'll give Sarah some XP, I guess, and heal up Hector. I don't think I'm gonna send Bartry to go fight that entire enemy army. As much as Bartry the Bull. Oh, nice! I love the Paladin crit strike. I feel like I may have been a little bit impatient with my aggressive Marcus posturing because he's just gonna steal all of the EXP. And as we know, thieves aren't a very good class. Like to give a kill to low one here if I can. Doesn't have the speed to double anything yet, but I guess I am playing on hard mode. Makes sense if it's a little more treacherous. I think this is fine. Never mind. Dorcas, is this payback? I'm sorry. I think banking on Gi getting a crit is a valid strat. Okay, all of my units are... Oh! Spoke too soon. Place you here. Here's Lance. Defense of 6. She's slowed down. Minus 3 speed. 4 speed. Don't get doubled. This is fine, right? Ah, fuck it, I don't want to risk it. Kill the pack knight. I'm sorry, I'm being ousted as a fraud right now for avoiding the risks here, but... sometimes you gotta not risk it. Contrary to popular belief. Well, so far Hector hard mode has been more fun and less stressful than I expected, barring the atrocious first chapter. but I don't know if that was down to a skill issue or a game issue. I'm gonna assume it was a bit of this. Little bit of both, let's just say. Hey, Dorcas, hello. My guy, my lucky star. The D-Man. XP for... no. XP for Hector. I've used his axes quite a lot, man. Move up Hector. Move up Elibe. Hopes of being able to use a rapier on the enemy cavalry. As well here. I can't remember. First chapter felt they outnumbered you. Yeah, like, I didn't have that much in terms of strategy. It was kind of just like banking on them not hitting every single 50 that they had. Ooh. Ooh. Please tell me they don't have an archer. Okay, fuck. Was it Mythcult? Yeah, first chapter is like, they just kept hitting all the 50s. And my only tactical maneuverability was hope Hector dodges. Matthew wasn't really doing too much in that chapter, unfortunately. And what he could do, well, he would die for it. Kind of sucks. Dorcas here. Get a good swing in with Boston. Damn, this iron sword bandit. 14 attack versus 7 defense. Wow, these... I keep forgetting I'm playing in hard mode. These guys' durability has never failed to surprise me. Try hand axe it. Nice. Now I think I give the kill here to Lowen. Strike true, my child. Oh yeah. Almost at the end now. But I've changed my mind. Bartry, go the other way around. Only 4 of them left. Hopefully Marcus... Okay, nice. Marcus cannot one-shot him. Never mind. Marcus can crit. Marcus can always find the crit. This guy's most wanted, man. This guy is... the expert of pulling off all of the heists. It's so nice that despite being in hard mode, Oswin can just tank all of the enemy attacks and one-shot them with impunity. Not one-shot them, but deal considerable damage. Oh! What I said about 1 minute ago. Hell yeah, Marcus. Thank you for being conservative with your weapon uses. Even if conserving weapon uses is a pitfall. We need to kill this guy before he gets to Dorcas, ideally. Marcus Pleb violator extraordinaire. Initiating an attack is always, well, maybe not for everyone, but for me at least, it's just always such like a joy just to hear the attack theme. The thrill of attacking an enemy unit truly can't be replicated. I don't even know what kind of enemy unit I'm dealing with, but I'm going to assume it's like a Hector angle because he is an armored knight. 13 strength and 14 defense, packing a steel lance. I'm not sure how Hector will fare against him. He is ranged also, so I could try to range chip him. We give Lowen this red gem and send him up to the shop. Maybe that Marcus has to do most of the heavy lifting, or Oswin. I don't know. Doesn't have anything steel, right? No, he's just has the steel in it. Sell the red gem, and now I need to buy a few things. Oh, he sells hand axes. Nice. That's very nice. Okay, so he takes 12 damage in retaliation, so we would get 2 rounded by this guy, so I'll just have him chill here. Have Sarah in position to help him. I can have Elibe here to build up support bond. Have Dorcas grab a hand axe.
Come on out. We're here. Well, well, well. You survived, I see. You'll find them a bit tougher than those fools you faced before. What have you done with Marcus Santaruz? You wanna know? You'll have to fess me first.
Hector cares not from where the blood flows. Strength and defense, I'll take it. Nice, no longer gets 2 rounded. Oh yeah, this will come in handy if she lives long enough to get her promotion. Go boys. Give Hector a nice crit. Oh well.
You've beaten me, but you're too late to save them. Too bad, eh, laddie? Yeah.
Plus HP for the chosen one. That's uninspiring. Marcus buy himself a hand axe and a javelin. It's a paladin. For some reason, he just gets access to the whole weapon triangle while also being mounted. Oh, and paladins also get a large resistance boost relative to all the other classes. Yeah, the mounted classes are just shown kind of ridiculous degree of favoritism. Lord Holman! Is that you, Elibe? Hold on, my lord! I apologize. Your father, you know something, sir. If I hadn't told Elbert about Darren's plans, it would never have. Lord Hellman! Go to Laos. Darren, the Marcus of Laos, knows all. Marcus Laos! Elibe, again. Hold on! Beware the Black Man. Lord Hellman. He's gone. It can't be. Lord Hellman. Why did this happen? Blast! What's going on? We go to Laos. We speak to the Marcus of Laos, Lord Darren. You're right. We should leave quickly. I'm not sure how far we can get today, but I can't sit still. Pardon me. If I may, who are you? The steward of Santa Ruz. Our Lord gone, what are we to do? First, you give Lord Hellman a proper burial. After that, I'm sure the Lycian Council will have to meet. Stay here and defend the council until you hear the castle until you hear more. I understand. Let's go. We must keep moving. Now we seek answers from Marcus Santaruz too. Lord Hellman, may you find peace. Accept side quest, hell yeah. Well, I think this is a great point to say that we've had a hell of a run. I think that's where I'm going to start the stream for today. Thanks a lot to everyone who tuned in, and special thanks to those of you who stuck along the whole way. Really means a lot, and I hope that you enjoyed this brief introduction to Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. And hopefully if there's a next time, I'll see you there. Have a great night, everyone.